Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton failed to turn up to the post-race press conference after Mercedes have lodged 2 protests to the FIA after a controversial end to the 2021 season that saw Red Bull's Max Verstappen crowned 2021 world champion. Hamilton was on course to win an 8th world title until Nicholas Latifi in the Williams smashed into the wall with just a handful of laps remaining as the safety car was deployed. Red Bull decided to pit Verstappen for the faster soft tyres for a last lap sprint to the end as the Dutchman overtook Hamilton to win the world title. However, the confusion started when the FIA informed teams that lapped cars could not overtake, before quickly changing their mind as the safety car period came to an end. However, not all cars had time to overtake. In previous circumstances, the safety car would stay out a lap longer to allow all cars to pass. However, the race resumed with 1 lap remaining as the Dutchman hunted down Hamilton and swept past the 7-time world champion, who was on much older tyres, to take the win and the title in Abu Dhabi. Mercedes had said they will not make any further comment on the detail of that until the hearing has been conducted, with team boss Toto Wolff refusing to give any interviews in the aftermath of the race after a confusing season finale. Speaking alongside Carlos Sainz Jr., in the press conference who finished 3rd for Ferrari, Verstappen admitted he didn't have much to say in response to the protest, with an empty chair alongside him for Hamilton. He said, "Not much to add, I think it sums up a little bit this season." Karen Chandhok explained the late drama to Sky Sports F1, adding, "Hamilton under the safety car didn't pit and the reason he didn't was because Mercedes couldn't afford to bring him in. If they had, and Verstappen had got in front, Lewis would have given up track position and that was a huge risk for Mercedes, even if they would have had the new tires. Verstappen and Red Bull had a free pit stop, they had a gap behind. It was a no-brainer, and they put on the new tires. Effectively they were going to go out there for a 1-lap quali run." Talking about the drivers unlapping themselves, Chandhok added, "This is the moment it all gets quite controversial. You can understand why Mercedes are aggrieved about this. These 5 cars, Norris, the 2 Alpines, Leclerc and Vettel, were asked to pass Hamilton, so effectively that gave Verstappen a clear run to attack. What Mercedes are upset about is that the other cars behind, so Ricciardo, Stroll and Schumacher, weren't asked to pass. So they're saying, all the cars should have been allowed to pass, not just those. From an FIA standpoint, I think if they had waited for those 3 cars, we would not have had the final lap of racing. It's got to be up there with 2008 for the most incredible final lap of the World Championship." Mercedes have refused to comment to any outlets since the news, with Mercedes boss Toto Wolff and Hamilton both not speaking after the race since the protests have been lodged.